Hey everyone, Sam here, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about CallFluent AI 2.0, an AI-powered phone automation platform designed to help businesses automate inbound and outbound calls using realistic AI voice agents. This software can answer customer calls 24/7, qualify leads automatically, book appointments, send reminders, and even handle follow-up calls without requiring a human team behind the phone. One of the things I really like about CallFluent AI 2.0 is the quality of the AI voices, because they sound much more natural and human-like compared to traditional robotic phone systems. Another powerful feature is the ability to fully customize your AI agent. You can train it with your own business information, FAQs, PDFs, and website content, so the assistant can provide more accurate and personalized responses to customers. I also like the CRM and automation integrations because you can connect CallFluent AI 2.0 with tools like Zapier, calendars, and other business apps to automate your workflows even further. Inside this video, I'm going to show you a full demo of the platform. We'll take a look at the complete funnel and all the upgrades available. And I'll also show you the exclusive bonuses you'll receive if you decide to get CallFluent AI 2.0 through my link. So with that said, let's jump into the demo and see how CallFluent AI 2.0 works.
Hey, it's Adrian here, the founder behind CallFluent AI. And in this demo, I'm going to build a working AI phone agent that gives you the ability to book appointments, have text follow-ups, and then call it live on my actual screen. Let's get started. You have two options, can inbound or outbound. Let's do inbound for this example. Now, we're not going to start from scratch, even though you could. You have many more templates, already created agents, so you can move fast. Let's go ahead and pick one that actually is going to help us demonstrate the booking capabilities of an agent. We can either do restaurants, insurance, or beauty services. Let's just go with Skylar and save and continue. But because we selected a template, everything comes pre-filled. You don't have to do anything. And then we can have a welcome message. Now, the welcome message delay, we can put this to 0. We don't need it. We can leave call recordings on. We also have voicemail detection. Now, everything here is pre-filled. We also added some new agent types that you can choose in the 2.0. Let's say go appointment setter. Also, there's a lot of new options in the tone of the agent. Awesome. Now, the goal is already pre-created for us. We just need to replace a couple of placeholders here and there. Let's say new age, let me go, age beauty. And pretty much that's all you have to do. Just swap a couple of placeholders and your agent is ready to go. Now click submit. And that is all. Last step, you can put your agent on any website by embedded a simple form. Just copy and paste it in your website anywhere. You can use pop-up widgets, inline widgets, or even a link. Or you can even use webhooks and add fields that you want to use. But for more advanced, you can find trainings inside. Now we can give it a call right now. But before we do that, I want to show you that you can also add knowledge base. So you can add your files like price lists or whatever you feel appropriate. Last but not least, I want to show you how we add actions to the agents. Very simple. We have a list of actions that agents can do in call or post call. Let's go with Google Calendar, give it a name. Okay, now give it a meeting title, like booked customer. Now we're not going to allow multiple bookings. We can send confirmation SMS. We can give it a meeting description. Now in the instructions, you can use plain English to tell agents when this action should be triggered. Like create a booking calendar once user confirms, and agent confirms. Better. And booking slot available. Yeah. Now meeting details. Here you can set the availability to check. Like let's select 1 month. Booking time like 1 hour. Also, you can set weekdays like Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to, let's say, and you can even put different weekends timing, or you can just turn it off. Because it's a beauty salon, let's just turn it off for this demo. I'll create action. And that's how simple it was to create a booking action. Now, Before we call it, let's just create one more action and let that be send an email to the customer confirmation. We want to send this email to customer that your booking is confirmed. Same principles. You can just put plain English instructions of when this automation should be triggered. You can put whatever content in the email you want and just save it and it's done. Just create action and that's it. And of course, we have many more actions that you can choose from, like call forwarding, sending text SMS, webhooks, Zapier integration, data collections, GoHighLevel calendars, and many more. Okay, this is it. Now let's go ahead and actually do that live call.
Hey, welcome to New Age Beauty Salon.
Yeah, I'd like to book a reservation, please.
I can help you book an appointment right now. Which service would you like to schedule?
I'd like to schedule a haircut.
I can schedule a haircut for you. Do you have a preferred stylist, or should I book whoever is available?
You can choose whoever is available. That's fine.
I'm checking available weekday times so we can pick a good slot. Please share your preferred week.
How about tomorrow at 2 p.m.?
Tuesday at 2 p.m. Your haircut is booked for Tuesday at 2 p.m. What name and phone number should I use for the confirmation text?
It's Adrian, and the phone number is plus.
I've noted Adrian with +40. Your booking details are saved for confirmation. That's the phone number for confirmation texts. What email address should I send the confirmation email to?
It's ISFA.
Let me quickly confirm that email and get your confirmation sent. Your confirmation is on its way by email and text. Is there anything else you'd like to add for your haircut visit?
No, that would be it. Thank you so much.
You're all set for Tuesday at 2 p.m. If anything changes, just call us. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks for your time. Goodbye.
Bye bye. Now, how amazing was this? And we can check my calendar and see if the booking is actually there. Oh, look at that. 14 or 14, so it's my local time. On 9th of June, already booked customer for beauty. Awesome. It's all there. And it just took me minutes to set up this kind of agent for any kind of business. Also, we can have the full call history. We can download the recording, the transcript, everything. You can find this in call history, and you can even look over the full transcript on this menu. Okay, and everything that happened during the call actions are also filled over here, so you can check them real time. Look at that Google Calendar booked, and yeah, the rest of the call is there. Email has been sent. With these powerful features, all the businesses need to implement this to survive. And CallFluent AI 2.0 is your answer, and I look forward to seeing you inside the members area shortly.
The front-end offer is the CallFluent AI 2.0 Starter Plan, which is designed for freelancers, solo entrepreneurs, and small businesses that want to automate phone communication using AI voice agents. Inside the front end, users get AI voice agents, inbound and outbound calling features, appointment booking tools, AI-powered SMS automation, OpenAI integration, website callback widgets, and multilingual support. During checkout, there are also 2 order bumps available. The first one is the AI Phone Agent Configuration Blueprint, which gives users a step-by-step setup system to help them launch their AI phone workflows faster and avoid beginner mistakes. The second order bump is the 3-day AI Callings Workshop, a training package focused on showing users how to monetize AI phone automation with practical strategies and live setup demonstrations. Upsell number 1 is the Professional Plan, which unlocks more AI voice agents, additional call minutes, more neural voices, advanced sentiment analysis, Zapier integrations, webhook automations, calendar integrations, and enhanced workflow automation features. Upsell number 2 is the Agency Plan, created for agencies and larger teams that want to manage multiple clients and higher call volumes. This upgrade includes multi-client management tools, agency templates, advanced reporting, onboarding webinars, and priority support. Finally, upsell number 3 is the white label license, which allows users to fully rebrand and resell CallFluent AI 2.0 as their own AI calling platform. It includes a white label dashboard, custom domain support, reseller capabilities, premium support, emotional AI voice tones, and unlimited AI voice agents. Plus, there's the bundle deal, which combines the starter plan, the professional plan, the agency plan, and the white label license into one package. It also includes all available bonuses, tutorials, and knowledge-based resources, making it the most complete option for users who want access to the entire CallFluent AI 2.0 ecosystem from day one. If you're about to grab CallFluent AI 2.0, wait, because the bonus package I'm giving you today is huge. You're not just getting an AI phone automation platform, you're getting a complete AI business toolkit designed to help you generate leads, automate communication, create content, and scale your business faster. Bonus 1. The Premium Agentic AI Business Automation Platform. Deploy smart AI agents that engage leads, close sales, and manage customer support across websites, funnels, and social channels, perfectly complementing your CallFluent AI 2.0 phone automation workflows. Bonus 2. The all-in-one AI Business Command Center. Create AI videos, websites, funnels, social content, AI avatars, and marketing campaigns from one platform while building complete automated systems around CallFluent AI 2.0. Bonus 3. The Automated Reddit Traffic and Sales Machine. Generate automated Reddit traffic, leads, and engagement using AI-powered posting, viral content creation, lead capture tools, and auto DMs to feed more prospects into your AI phone funnels. Bonus 4. The AI-powered Faceless Instagram Growth Engine. Build and grow faceless Instagram pages on automation while generating leads that your CallFluent AI 2.0 agents can instantly follow up with. Bonus 5. The AI-driven 3D avatar creation platform. Create AI avatar videos, explainer content, and promotional videos to attract more customers into your business automation system. Bonus 6. Smart Interactive AI Presentation Builder Suite. Create interactive business presentations, webinars, onboarding demos, and sales presentations using AI-powered slides and presenter avatars. Bonus 7. The AI-powered Faceless YouTube Channel Creator. Generate faceless YouTube videos complete with scripts, thumbnails, and SEO optimization to drive traffic and leads into your CallFluent AI 2.0 workflows. Bonus 8. The AI-powered 8K Movie Creator. Produce cinematic AI-generated marketing videos, ads, and promotional content without filming anything yourself. Bonus 9. The Advanced AI App Collection. Access additional AI tools for image generation, talking avatars, voiceovers, analytics, and motion graphics to support your marketing campaigns. Bonus 10. Unlimited AI hosting on NVIDIA GPU servers. Host websites, funnels, landing pages, and AI apps with fast performance, free SSL, and daily backups for your business or client projects. And that's not all. You'll also receive my exclusive bonuses, including additional AI tools for funnel and website creation, autoresponders, social media traffic automation, ready-to-deploy AI coaches, content production, video creation, graphic design, 25+ AI assistants, video and website ranking, ebook and podcast creation, secure cloud storage, and QR code generators. On top of that, you'll also get all the vendor bonuses, including official trainings, extra software, and additional resources provided by the CallFluent AI 2.0 team to help you get results faster. This entire bonus package alone is worth far more than the actual price of CallFluent AI 2.0, but you'll get everything completely free when you purchase through my link. Click the link in the description now and lock in all these bonuses before they're gone. Now let's dive into everything you're getting. Click the link in the description box for all the bonus details. Here's a preview for you. So after going through everything that CallFluent AI 2.0 has to offer, I can definitely say that this is one of the most interesting AI phone automation platforms I've seen recently, especially for businesses, marketers, agencies, and anyone looking to automate customer communication and lead management. One feature that really impressed me is the human-like AI voice technology. The conversations sound much more natural compared to traditional automated phone systems, and I think that can make a huge difference when it comes to customer experience, lead engagement, and building trust with callers. I also like how flexible the platform is, because you can customize the AI agents, connect them with CRM and automation tools, and create workflows tailored to different business needs. So overall, if you're looking for a way to automate inbound and outbound calls, save time, and scale your business communication with AI, CallFluent AI 2.0 is definitely worth checking out. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future reviews and AI software demos. Also, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think about CallFluent AI 2.0 and whether you would use AI phone agents in your business. And finally, if you want to learn more about CallFluent AI 2.0 or grab your copy, click the link in the description. Everything you need is right there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Hello, this is Ionuț from CallFluent, and in this video we're gonna cover the basic setup of your workspace. When you log into your account, you will be able to create a new workspace. If you click on this button, you can choose a name, new workspace, for this example, and click on create. Once the workspace is created, you will be prompted in the workspace settings screen. As you can see in the new user interface, we've integrated also some workspace analytics that will be populated in real time as you make calls with your agents. And the first thing you will need to do that is also required, it's the Twilio setup. So in the apps here, you will need to put your authentication tokens and credentials from Twilio directly. Here you also have the option to integrate your ElevenLabs API key if you want to use the ElevenLabs voices, or even clone your own voice inside ElevenLabs and use it with your agents. You can integrate your own OpenAI key. By default, your agents will use 4.0 mini language model, and you can always integrate your own OpenAI key. To switch the language model, for example, to 4.0, which is more advanced and works better with dates. Also here, you can integrate your Google Calendar so the agent can check the real-time availability of your calendar and book meetings directly in there during the live call. And also we have a native integration with the GoHighLevel calendar system. And the agent can also look for availability and book meetings in there. So this in the workspace settings screen, you can configure all the integrations. Next tab we have here is the members section. In here, you can invite users to this specific workspace, and they will have access only to this workspace. You can invite them via email, for example, testemail@gmail.com. You put their email in here, and you have two roles available. Guest. The guest role has access to only the agents section. They can modify and see all the agents, and the guest doesn't have access to the workspace settings. And user, if you select the user role, has access to agents, also like the guest role, and also has access to the workspace settings, so he can connect all the apps, Twilio, ChatGPT, or even the calendars. They can connect it, but the role doesn't have access to the members. So if you invite a user role, he can make a workspace settings, but he cannot delete or add additional users. Only the agency account admin can do that. Also, in the workspace settings, you have the usage permissions, which you can modify for each workspace. For example, you can set the number of available minutes, the number of agents, and the number of maximum members a workspace can have. You can click on the edit button here, and you can set all the requirements. If you have the 0 value, that means it's not limited in any way. Also, we have a feature that enables notifications when the limits of the workspace reach lower values. For example, if you set this to 10% and you provide 100 minutes for this workspace, when the available minutes will get lower than 10%, you will get a notification, and you can come to this workspace and modify the limits as needed. After you create a workspace, you get into the agent creation view. To the left, you have some options, agents, the view that we are currently on, the workspace settings that we previously discussed. You can modify them at any time, the integrations for the workspace. Right now, let's go back to agents. If you want to create your first agent, click on the plus sign. This pop-up will appear, in which you will be prompted to choose the type of the AI voice agent, inbound or outbound. For example, we choose inbound agent, and if you want to start with a template, you can choose one that we have already created for you to give you a jump start. You can filter by niche by selecting the appropriate niche you want. Let's go with Morgan Chase for this example. If you want, you can always start with a blank agent and basically input all the information from scratch. Save and continue. After we click the button, we get to step 1 of agent configuration. And here, we already have an agent avatar uploaded since we selected a template. If you started from scratch, you will need to upload a photo here for the agent avatar. your agent has to have a set time zone. So you set what you want in the time zone. Phone number. Since we connected the Twilio account, we get the phone number list populated in here. You have the option to also select no number, so your agent doesn't have a specific phone number assigned. Give it a name, Morgan Chase, already populated with the template. And from here we select one of the supported languages. For example, if we choose here Dutch, and we go to the right here to the voices and click on the voice drop down, we see the available voices for the language already selected. So they are automatically filtered. All the voices that we have available here are available for Dutch speaking language. If we select another language from here, for example, we switch to English United States and click here on the voice drop-down list, you will see the list is bigger because we have multiple voices that support English speaking. As you can see, a bigger list, but also for other languages such as French, for example, we have a really good list of available voices that you can use by default at no extra cost. I recommend that you choose a voice from the advanced low latency ones if you have it on the subscription. These are available in higher subscription plans. If they are not available to you, you can select a voice from the Cartesia list. They work better than the basic English voices you have here on the top of the list. You can always change the voice as needed. Also, you can preview by clicking on the play button and you can listen exactly how the voice sounds. Welcome message. This is another setting from your agent. I recommend that you turn it on. This is the first sentence your agent will say when initiating the call. You can put a simple message just to catch the caller's attention. Hello, this is Morgan. How can I help you? Simple as that. And the welcome message delay, this is the value in seconds that the welcome message will be delayed for. If you want your agent to start speaking instantly as it picks up the call, you can lower this value to 0 or 1 or 2 seconds or your desired period for the delay. I recommend that you start with the default 2 seconds. Here you can toggle the call recordings on and off. I recommend that you leave them on as they will be saved into your call history and automatically transcribed in text, and you can also hear the audio recording of the call and you can see all the details of the conversation. The voicemail detection is another feature available from your AI agent. You can turn it on. If you turn it on, you have the option to leave a voice message if another voicemail or another bot is calling your inbound agent, or you can hang up the call. For example, I want to hang up the call, and this setting, the machine timeout detection, refers to how many seconds your agent will need to be in the conversation for the algorithm to decide if it's a real call or not. The default setting is 10 seconds. After we go through all these settings in the first step, we click on next and we arrive to the second step of your agent, the behavioral customization. Here is where you instruct your agent how to behave during the call. And we will discuss this in detail in our next training video, how to customize the behavior of your agent. Welcome back to our training series. This is Ionuț from CallFluent, and let's discuss the step 2 of the agent creation, the behavioral customization. Here, the first thing you will need to pay attention is the agent type. If you click here, you will get a list of available agent types: sales representative, support agent, and lead engagement. I will explain all of these. Sales representative is the most complex one we have. It has a goal, background, instructions, and also a script section that you can toggle on and off. Keep in mind that the sales representative is the only one that has the script section. If you select the support agent or the lead engagement type, you will see you don't have any script. This is because the sales representative is made for actually pitching a service or closing a sale, and every good sales call has a defined script that the agent will need to go through in order to close the deal, right? And here, the script section will be followed from the beginning till the end, so the agent will actually stay consistent and try to make the deal. Let's go to the other agent types and explain them. The support agent is the one that doesn't guide the conversation with a script as the sales representative. It waits for the caller to address questions or concerns and answer them in a more specific technical language, exactly as a support agent will speak and provide all the necessary details. Lead engagement agent type is the one that talks more freely, also doesn't have a specific sales script that he will follow during the call. He will simply engage in the conversation and is the one that doesn't have any background prompts from our system, because the support agent has some background prompts in which he will use a more technical language, as I already mentioned, and the sales representative will stick to the script and try to close the sale. So the lead engagement is the one that talks more freely. Next, we have the tone that you can select to personalize the style of the call. We have several options here, and based on what you choose, the approach of the call will be slightly different. For the goal, here is where you set the main goal of your agent. What specifically he will need to do. All the training of the agent in all these sections should be conversationally made, exactly how you would do it to a new employee. When you explain it what his main goal is, you put it here. And also we have a background section. This contains all the relevant information that the agent will need to be aware of himself. You can give it a name, an age, a work experience, so when the caller asks him those specific questions, he will answer exactly the way you want, and using his background information you put here. The next step is setting the instructions. The instructions field is the most important one, as it contains all the information about your business, about your services. Here, basically you put all your company informations, FAQs, service details, even prices, and also very important to note, in the instructions sections, you can put actually the informations referring about the behavior of the agent during the call. So you can say offer to schedule free evaluation, handle objections by acknowledging concerns and providing reassuring information. All the details go here. Also, if you want to reinforce some specific behavior of your agent, you can put it also in the instructions section. For example, if you don't want your agent to answer in a certain way, you can put the instruction here. For example, do not mention the name of the caller during the conversation. You can say important rule and have it do not mention the name of the caller during the conversation. And this can be really useful after you analyze some conversations and you see some specific behavior of the agent that you want to reinforce or you want to prevent. This is the way to do it. You actually can input behavioral rules in here. We also have a templates section that you can save your own templates. For example, if you have a best practice for sales script that you want to deploy quickly between the agents, you can save them here. And if you click on new template, you can define a new template here, or you can select an already made, copy to clipboard and simply paste it in the script. And as simple as that, you can quickly create other agents based on your templates that you saved in there. Also, I want to explain a bit of how the whole instructions and script sections go hand in hand. I will explain the sales representative type as it's the most complex agent type we have. The agent will start the conversation by following the script sentence by sentence. For example, if the caller has any other questions outside the script that the agent will need to answer, the agent will use the information in the instructions to specifically answer that question. And if it doesn't have any specific information in the instruction, actually he will use OpenAI to formulate answers based on his background. This is why it's really powerful, because your AI agent is powered by OpenAI, but keep in mind, it may provide some answers that you don't want. After you analyze and optimize the agent, after the calls, you add the rules, what to do and what not to do during the calls. This is the recommended way of optimizing your agent. Right now, I hope you have a clear overview of the behavior of the agent, how you can really set it up to achieve the desired goal. Also here in the customized behavior step, you can use specific information as placeholders, as dynamic fields that your agent can use and will be aware of during the conversation. For example, if the agent has the name of the caller, he can reference the caller by his name by using the placeholders. Clicking here, you will get a list of the available default placeholders. And here we have the opening line, "Thank you for calling real estate agency name." This is also a placeholder that make sure you modify it with your business name. Best place, for example. And if I want to modify "Thank you for calling best place," this is Morgan. If I want to put hello and the name of the caller, that is a placeholder. If the name is, for example, John, I want to say hello, John. Click on placeholders and select the name. And as you can see here, the name placeholder is automatically inserted. So the agent will say, "Hello, John. Thank you for calling best place. This is Morgan," and so on. He will continue with the script. This is a really powerful feature and can really personalize the feel of the call. After you set all these fields, click on submit. And right now you've finished creating your first agent and you have the options to embed it into your website, or other option that we will discuss in our next training video, so stay tuned. Now that you have your workspace and agent already set up, let's continue to the best part of our training, the advanced training for your agent, so you can see all the capabilities you have and all the cool scenarios you can build. After you create your agents, they will be available in the workspace. You will see their name, the type, inbound or outbound. And if you want to duplicate an agent, you simply click on this icon with the plus. And if you want to delete it, you can do so by clicking the trash icon. Select an agent, simply click on his name, and you will open this screen where you will see all the options and all the advanced features of your agent. To the left, we have some menus. Let's start with the call history. In here, you have this section on the left where all your calls are saved, automatically transcribed, and also you can listen to the audio recording. So here you have the call with the numbers, the date and the time of the call. To the middle section of the screen, you have all the call details in text transcript. In the upper part, this is the status of the call, it was completed. Here, with this arrow, you can download at each call the recording and the transcript. If you press the play button, you will be able to hear the audio recording of the call. And with these buttons, you can manually initiate a call again for this number. You can send a text message, or if you click on this trash icon, you can delete this conversation from the call history. Next to the transcript, if you go to the data, you will be able to see exactly a summary of the call automatically made by the agent based on the actual call, and also all the details that were available to the agent during the call. The phone number, the name, the email, the building address. For example, we provided a building address for this agent because it was made as a test for a real estate company. We will discuss all these custom fields in another advanced training that is specifically tailored to webhooks and custom fields. Other cool features we have in the call history. To the left, you can filter and search the entire call history by the name that you called. You can also refine by the number you called. And another thing is that you can click on these buttons to the left and select multiple calls, which calls you want. For example, you want these calls to be selected, and you can delete them with the icons in the top section. So you click on delete, confirmation required, and if you press confirm, they will be deleted from the call history. You can use this button right here to filter all the calls based on the dates and based on the duration of the calls. For example, we want to see all the calls that were longer than 3 minutes. We put minimum 3, max we leave it empty, and we click on confirm, and we see this filter, 3 minutes minimum. These were the calls that passed 3 minutes in length. As you can see here, all are longer than 3 minutes. Using this filter is really powerful to basically see what calls are relevant to you. If we click clear filtering, you will see all the calls. After you apply the filters, you can use this icon to download a CSV file with all the call history, including the numbers that were called, the call status, the date, and the duration. So you can easily review all the calls and how they went. To the right, we also have a form preview. This is an outbound agent, as you can see here. And if we want to manually test the agent or initiate a call, we can simply type the phone number here that we want to be called and click on Call Me Now. And the agent will start calling you instantly, so you can test the behavior during the call and the actions. Next menu to the left after the call history is the configuration menu. And when you click it, you will get to the basic settings of your AI agent, which we already discussed in the agent creation step. So these are the basic settings, and we can click on here the advanced tab. These are the advanced settings of your agent, and we can go through each of these to explain them. The anti-fraud protection prevents your agent to call some extra cost numbers like premium cost, shared cost. This will prevent any extra cost from those lines. You can choose the ones that you want. Next, we have answer creativity. This is how creative the answers should be. You can slide it, set a value from 1 to 10. I don't recommend that you set the creativity higher than 6, because sometimes the answers will not go the way you want and may trigger more hallucinations from the agent. A good value for this will be 2 to 6. It's up to you how creative you want your agent to be. Next, we have the speech stop sensitivity. When your agent is saying his answer and the other person starts talking alongside with your agent, here we set how many words said by the other person should stop the AI agent saying his answer and should listen to the caller. You have values from 1 to 10. Usually we recommend 2 or 3. This means that the person will say 2 or 3 words in order for the agent to stop and listen to the caller. Silence message delay. This is the number of seconds when the agent will not hear any answer from the other person and will say, "Are you there?" will trigger a response to actually engage again in the conversation. You can customize also this value as you wish. Next, we have the utterance detection. This is a setting that you can tweak to actually say how fast you want the agent to reply after the person in the call has stopped speaking. The minimum is 500 milliseconds, half a second, and you can change it as needed. So after the other person stops speaking his answer and the agent should formulate his answer, should start speaking. If you want, you can delay. If you want the agent to answer faster, you can lower this value. For example, 700 milliseconds gives a faster answer from the agent, and 1200, it's a slower answer. You will need to tweak this because this is dependent on the voice that you select from the agent, from the settings. We have different type of voices available here. So based on the voice that you choose to go, you will see how the agent responds. And this is how you tweak the latency of the agent response. Let's move to the next section, context max tokens. This is a technical setting for your language model in which you determine how much context should be provided for each answer. The default is 250 tokens. You can raise this value for the answer to have more context of the conversation, but keep in mind this will also increase the latency of the response by OpenAI that we are using, and can also trigger errors if you put a really high value in here. Answer length. This setting will determine the approximate length of the answer that you want him to say. For example, if you want the agent to talk in more longer sentences when he replies, you can raise this value If you want the agent to talk in shorter sentences, you can lower this value. This is approximate, and anyway, the agent will formulate his answers based on the actual conversation. Silence and call. These are the number of seconds until the agent will actually end the call if no answer is provided by the other person. So after 10 seconds, the agent will say, "Are you there?" And with this setting, after 25 seconds of no response from the other person, the agent will actually end the call. And transcribe filler words is the ability to transcribe and other filler words inside the transcript if you want. You can turn this on. After you tweak with the settings, you can always revert to the default settings by clicking on this Reset to Default Values button. So I recommend you to start with these default values and tweak as needed, as you want to optimize the agent behavior. Next section to the left, we have the knowledge base, which you can use to train your agent with website information directly by scraping a website. You simply describe what content will be found on the website, so the agent will have more context on this, and simply put your website URL and hit submit, and as simple as that, your agent will be trained on your actual website information. Another really useful and advanced feature is to upload files in your knowledge base, so your agent will also be automatically trained with that data. These are the accepted formats of the file. After you upload them, you will see a status with completed, and you will be ready to go, and your agent will be aware of all this information during the calls. Hello again, this is Ionuț from CallFluent, and welcome back to the part 2 of our advanced training for your voice AI agents. In the previous videos, we covered the call history, the configuration of the agent with the advanced settings, the knowledge-based training with files and web scraping, the behavior, and right now in this video I want to cover the actions your agent is able to do during or after the calls. Let's dive right in. Here you can create new actions by simply clicking on the new action button, and from the action type drop down we have a bunch of different actions that your agent can trigger. For example, let's start with send email action. This action will send an email during the call at the email of the person who is in the call with a specific subject that you define and the specific content. This is the name of the action. For example, if you want to send pricing, send price list. Here, this is the name of the action. It will be only for internal reference. And the subject, this is the actual subject of the email. Price list for our services, for example. In the instructions section, we can say trigger this when the caller wants to receive the price list. In the instructions section, always use simple conversational instructions to actually instruct the agent when to trigger this specific action. So we want, when the caller wants to receive the price list, send this email with this subject, and this is the actual content of the email. You can format it as HTML. Hello, this is the price list, and you can put the URL here, and as simple as that, you can define a send email action. Now if we click on create action, we will create the send email action. Action is successful. Right now we can create other actions, so we can have multiple actions of the same type. We can have multiple send email actions if we want to send different emails on different triggers. The next action, call forwarding. We can do a live call forwarding during the call at the specific number that you provide here, at the specific instructions. For example, forward to sales. If a person wants to talk to sales, we can simply instruct the agent to do a live call transfer. And we say trigger this. Always start with trigger this when instructing the agent. Trigger this when the caller wants to speak to sales. Simple as that. We define a call forwarding live action. Send text message. This will act like the email will be triggered during the call. Instead of an email, it will send a text message from your Twilio number. Make sure your Twilio number has messaging capabilities. We can give it a name, send prices, in the instructions also conversational instructions, who wants to receive prices, and content. This is the actual content of the message that will be sent. The next action we have available is the webhook. Webhooks can be used to integrate different platforms and send data after the call. This webhook action will be triggered after each call, and we will send data to the webhook post URL you specify here. This URL, you can get one from the other platform that you are using to integrate with and catches our webhook information. For example, if you are using Make or Zapier, they will provide a webhook URL that you can put here. If you are using your CRM system that supports direct webhook receiving, you can also put it here. Trigger this action even if the call fails. For example, if we have no answer from the other person and we still want to send the webhook, we can turn this on, and this action will be fired even when the call fails. Here in the webhook field mapping, we can choose what fields to send in this specific webhook. For example, we have a bunch of different information that we can send. The number that the agent called, this is an outbound agent, and this is the number that was called. The email of the person, of the lead, the name, and this call transcription, call type, call summary will be made by the AI agent in the call transcription. Here you will get the full text transcript of the call. Call type, it will be automatically made by the AI, and the call summary also for you to get them in the other platform that you are integrated with. The call status, if it was answered call, if it was busy, no answer from the other side, you have it here in the call status. Direction, we can also send if it's an inbound or outbound call. The agent number, and also the link to the audio recording. This is a really powerful feature because if you push also the URL of the audio recording, you can directly listen to it from the other platform that you are integrating with. Date and time of the call, also for you to know when this call was made. All these fields from the number to the date and time of call, these are all default webhook fields that you can send from CallFluent AI. The next ones, building address, interest in selling, interest in free valuation, and priced interest, these are custom fields that I have created for this specific agent, since this was an agent created for a real estate demo. We can choose here what fields we want, as many as we want. We want the name, the number, the call transcription, for example, and also the audio recording, and for example, the interest in selling. If the person is interested in selling a house, for example, on a real estate agent, we can also collect this specific answer, if the person is interested in selling, yes or no, and we can store it in this custom field and send it after the call. The next action is Zapier action. Works the same as the webhook action, but it's specifically optimized for Zapier integration. You can use this if you are making Zapier automations. The next action is data collection. As I said, we can create custom fields and we can store specific information in those custom fields that we can send via webhooks after the call. For example, I want to make a data collection for the custom fields. As you see here, I want to get the interest in selling of the person. For example, I already created a data collection action here, collect interest in selling. If I click here, the arrow, I can see all the details for an action I've previously built. And here, as you see, action type, data collection. I've given it a name and I've selected the custom field that needs to be populated, interest in selling. And as the trigger, I've set some detailed instructions, so I have a consistent data collection. In the instructions, I've put trigger this immediately when the caller answers the question, are you interested in selling your building? When the caller answers positively or says yes, save the word yes, and in a negative way, save no. Basically, this instruction will also analyze the intent of the response of the caller and will only output yes or no, so I can trigger different automations from the other platform when I'm receiving a yes or a no. Also keep in mind that I've put this specific question in here, and this question I also put it in the script behavior section of the agent to have more consistent results, because the agent will actually ask this question during the call and I want to collect an answer. This is the way we recommend of doing the data collection to have consistent results. Now we can continue to other action types. For example, the next action after data collection is GHL calendar. I've integrated my GoHighLevel account in the workspace settings, and now I have this option available. If you don't see the GHL calendar action, it means that you haven't yet integrated your high-level sub-account in the workspace settings, and I recommend that you do so if you want to use the calendar booking system from GoHighLevel. Also, if you want to use Google Calendar, because we have a native integration also with that, connect it in the workspace settings, and also Google Calendar action will appear here after you connect your Google account and calendar. For example, I also created here GHL calendar action. If I click on this arrow, you will see all the details. So this is the internal name that we have. This is the calendar defined in high level that I've connected to this specific action of the agent. The booking period, you can select 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month ahead. Also keep in mind that if you have multiple slots available and you select 1 month, this will count to the max context tokens from OpenAI model, and sometimes it can cause errors. As a recommended way of setting the booking time interval, we can go with 1 week. And in the instructions, we can simply say conversationally when to trigger this specific booking action. Only trigger this when the caller wants to book or schedule a meeting. No need for extra prompts, because the agent will detect the booking intent and will go back and forth and check the real-time availability, confirm with the caller, and book meetings directly in the calendar. It's as simple as that. Next, after the GHL calendar, we have other actions: email data push and SMS data push. These are different from the send email action and send text message from the top, and I will explain you why. The send email and send text message that we previously discussed, those are sent during the call at the email and at the number of the caller, the person that's in the call. The data push means that we can push the data after the call to a different email address and a different number other than the caller's one. For example, after each call, I want to get an email with all the call details. I select email data push and give it a name. I can put here my email address. And also this acts, I can send data as I did in the webhook. I can trigger this even if the call fails. This is the subject of the email that I'll get. And here are the fields that will be included in the email. So I can set the agent number that called the lead, the number of the lead. I want to receive the call transcription, and also I want to receive a call summary. That's it. I don't need extra information. And simple as that, create the action. Subject is required. I will set a simple subject right now. Call details, AI CallFluent agent. Create the action. And here you go. The action is successful. And you can see here the email push action that I've already created. These are all the available actions that your agent can do during or after the call. Once you get a hang of how things work, you can develop really powerful scenarios that will specifically empower your business and your clients. Since we talked about data collection into custom fields, I will show you how to exactly create a custom field for your specific needs. If you go here in API and Forms, in the Webhook tab, here you have the phone number field that's automatically created by default in your CallFluent system, and all the rest of these fields are custom fields added extra by me. For example, let's say you want to collect a specific information during the call that is relevant to your use case, and you want to send it in a specific custom field, so you can trigger automations based on that, and you don't need to go through the whole text transcript to get that information. For example, if I want to get the age of the caller, I define a field name age. The field name, I recommend it to be all lower cases and no spaces, and I can put age of caller. And the field description is a mini prompt for the agent to exactly know what this custom field is about and have more context over it, so he will know what this exactly represents for you. And we can say this is the age of the caller. As simple as that. Now we create the custom field. You see it here, age. Since we already created this, we can go back to actions. We can click on add new action here. And from the action types, I can select a data collection. And we want to collect the age. And I say collect age for the internal name that we will be using. The fields that will be populated, as you see, name, email, and number are the default fields from our CallFluent system, and all the custom fields are here. And you see at the bottom, age of caller. I want to populate this with the age, as we already said, and I say trigger this when the caller provides his age. And further, to reinforce this, to have consistent results, I can say save here the age of the caller. Create action, and as simple as that, I've done a new data collection action for the age, and in the webhook that I'm sending after the call, I can simply go here, add the new field in the webhook, and as you can see, age of caller got populated, and I can update the action. Boom, as simple as that, I can get what information is relevant to me. In our next training video, we will go into detail in API and Forms section. Here you can embed your agent directly into your website, and I will show you how to do webhook integrations so your agent is able to initiate a call directly when you send data to his webhook endpoint, so you can achieve different outbound scenarios. Hello and welcome back to the advanced training for your CallFluent AI agents. In this session, we're going to talk about the forms, so you can see exactly how you can embed your agents outbound and inbound directly on your website. We have a bunch of form styles to choose from. Inline widget, the form will be displayed in the exact place where you want it in the website. Pop-up widget, this will be shown exactly as this pop-up here. This is a preview, and when you open it, it will have a floating call widget and also a pop-up link. We'll add a link to your website that opens a pop-up with the form. This is an outbound agent, and once the lead will fill the form, the agent will start instantly a phone call for that phone number. As you can see, here is the embed code to put directly on your website. So it's as simple as copy here the code and paste it in the location where you want in your website. This can be done in the body section or any appropriate area your website builder allows. Keep in mind that when choosing what style of the form you want to embed, the embed code changes, so you will need to first choose the style, and after this copy the exact script and simply paste it into your website. I will show you exactly how to do it as an example and how it looks on a real website. And here to the right, we have a form preview that you can edit to style it directly from our dashboard. Click on this edit button and this form appearance customization pop-up will appear. You can change the color of the call to action button. Let's say I want to make it green, and I want to change the text as go now. For example, you can choose a theme light or dark for the form. The edges corner style rounded or square. I will choose square. And a really cool thing is that after you defined custom fields, you can put them to customize your form. I will save the changes, and as you can see, it updated the corners to square, the text on the call to action button, also the color. Here, if we go to the webhooks tab, we already saw how to add new custom fields in here. And if I click edit, and for example, here I click on the fields drop down, these are all the fields available, and I can add as many as I want, or I can remove them and click save changes, and The only required field is the phone, which is needed for the agent to initiate the call instantly as the form is submitted. Let's say I want to embed the inline widget into my website. I go here, select inline widget style, click on copy the code, and then let's switch to a demo website. For example, this is your website. Here I'm using a visual builder, and I enable the builder now. And I want to paste the code at a specific point in my web page. For example, I scroll a bit down, and under our services here, I want to put that code. Depending on the theme that you are using, if you are using a visual builder, these options may be different. So I will insert a new row in here, and in this new row, I will insert the code and simply paste the script that I got from CallFluent. Save it here. After I saved the code, I will exit the visual builder, and let's scroll here down in the page. As you can see, our widget appeared with the settings that we've made in CallFluent dashboard, the color, the call to action text, and this is the default look. If you want to change the look and feel in the form, you can do so by customizing with CSS code directly into your website to match your branding. This is the first type of the form style inline widget. Let's say I want to embed the pop-up widget. Copy the code. Let's go back to our visual builder again, enable it, and let's change the code to the new one. I will go to the previous row that we inserted the code and click here on the settings, and I will modify it, just select it all and paste the new code, save, and here I will also save my changes and exit the visual builder, and let's see what happens. I've got my code onto the website, and as you can see, the Call Me Now widget is here, and if I click here, my pop-up will appear exactly as defined in CallFluent. Also, you can style it more with CSS code. Let's also put a pop-up link, copy it here, and let's go back in the previous code widget and replace it with the new one. Here it is. I will select it and modify it. Select all the script and paste the new one. You can see it already appeared. I will save the changes, and let's see the page on the front end. My new button is here. I can style it also with CSS code for my needs, and I can click to call. And as you can see, a pop-up appeared with the form that I previously defined. As simple as that, copy paste, you have the agent directly embedded onto your website and ready to initiate phone calls for your leads. You saw how to embed an outbound agent to a website, but let's discuss also how you can embed an inbound agent from your website. So I select an inbound agent, I go to API and Forms here, and you will see the available options to embed the inbound agent. To the right, you have a Call Me Now button that you can customize. Also the text, the look and the feel. I will explain how the inbound agent works when you embed it into your website. The outbound agent will initiate a live phone call using a phone number, and the inbound agent can be used without a phone number. For example, if you embed this agent into a website, he will use the web-to-speech technology, use the microphone directly from the leads device. So there's no need for an actual phone call to get started. It will only be processed directly from the website. This is a really cool feature and skips basically the Twilio costs with the phone call processing, as the agent is talking directly through the web-to-speech technology. Let's see exactly how you can also embed this and how it looks onto your website. I will go to the form preview here, and I want to change the text, call, and test. And I want to put the red color for the button, save the changes, and as you can see, it updated all the changes. I want the inline widget, copy this code. Let's go to the demo website and activate the visual builder, and I will put the new code in the page so you can see it here. I will select the code and replace it, save the changes, and let's go to the front end page and see how it looks. This is the page. If I scroll down, you will see here the inbound agent I embedded. And this is it. As simple as that. You have inbound, outbound agents directly integrated into your website. Hello and welcome to another training video for CallFluent platform. Today we're gonna discuss an advanced scenario in which we will connect a Google Sheet via an automation platform like Zapier or Make.com, or basically you can use any other platform that supports webhook sending, as long as your agent will receive information about the lead in the appropriate webhook endpoint. He will instantly initiate the call. For this example, we will go through connecting a Google Sheet with a bunch of leads we have prepared here as an example through Make.com and send a webhook to your CallFluent agent to initiate the call and gather all the relevant information for us, so we don't waste any time in the actual phone call. We only get the results we want. Let's dive right in. In this example, we have a list of leads that we have particular information about them: first name, last name, their phone, the building address, and their asking price. This is a demo. Let's say you have a real estate agency. You have some leads that want to sell their property. Basically, you can use all the information you have available for them, so you can initiate the call and have it personalized. Let's go to your CallFluent dashboard. Here I have some agents created. For this example, we will use this outbound agent to initiate calls to the leads. And we go here in API and Forms, choose webhook. And here, when you want to automate the outbound calls, you will have to send the webhook information to this endpoint and also provide and map all the required fields. By default, the only required field is the phone number, so the agent can initiate the call. Besides the phone, we have here the first name, last name, and the asking price of the property. We want to map all of these. For this example to be really clear, I will have to insert here one row, and I will say table information. And here, after this, I will say CallFluent custom fields. The first name, I will map it to the name field in CallFluent. The last name, I want to map it in last name. The phone number, we already have this phone created, and the field name is phone number. I can copy this and I will map it to this field. building address, I can create an address custom field. And asking price, I can say asking price. As you already noticed, I recommend for your custom field names to use all lower cases and no spaces. You can use the underscore to replace the space. Now let's go into the agent and create the required fields. I want to create the name. I just can copy here and put the field name and field description. This is for internal usage, so the agent know what this custom field is about. And I can say this is the first name of the caller. And I click create. Now let's define the last name custom field. Go here, click on new field, last name, and we say this is the last name of the caller. Let's continue with the address because the phone is already defined. Click on add field, address. This is the property address the caller has available for sale. And the asking price, the last for this example. This is the asking price in US dollars for the caller's property available for sale. Now we defined all the custom fields, so we can send them through the webhook and the agent will have all the required information to handle the call. Now that we know what information will be sent to the agent, let me show you how you can reference this dynamic information for the agent to personalize the call based on the information he gets. So if we go to behavior, you will see this example AI voice agent is for real estate company. It has some instructions for objection handling and how the conversation should go. And in the script, I've added a property check. The purpose of this agent is to see if the property of the lead is still available for sale, and if it's available, if he is open to make a collaboration with our real estate agency. And this is a placeholder. As I already said, we are sending also the address and the asking price, and I want the agent to reference exactly those informations during the call. So I can replace this I saw your property on address. This is an example placeholder. I will delete this and click here on the placeholders, and you will see all the custom fields that previously we defined. And this is the address. As you see, it was automatically added when I clicked on the placeholder, and here the asking price, I delete that one and I put this asking price, the custom field. And you will see exactly how the call will go when I will make a test call. Now the agent will dynamically reference that information in the actual phone call, and I have further informations on how to handle the call in the script. Save the changes. And now we're ready to go to make.com and connect our Google Sheet so the agent will call all our available leads. Before I will head to make.com, I will have to clean this sheet because the second row was added just for showing you how to map the custom fields from your Google Sheet. Now we delete this since there is no need for an actual row. We only have the table header and the lead information. Now we also delete this column since we don't need it, and head over to make.com. When you will log into your make.com account and create a new scenario, this is the screen you will get. We can put a friendlier name in here, CallFluent AI outbound calls, for example. And here, click the big plus sign, and we will choose Google Sheets and create the integration and choose watch new rows. Basically, this will say to the automation each time new rows are added, put them to this automation, which will send them to your CallFluent AI agent to initiate the call. Click here and we will integrate our Google account. This is the Google account I want to use. The search method and drive, there's no need to change anything in here. And spreadsheet ID, click here to choose the file. And for this example, I've created the real estate property owners looking to sell. Sheet name, sellers list. Table contains headers. Yes, I said the first row in our table should be a header. And click on save. This is the Google integration. And I choose all. Click on save. The next step I want to put is a delay step, and I will explain a bit what the delay step does. It actually adds a delay between each call. For example, if you paste 100 leads in your Google Sheet, if you don't add a delay, your webhooks will be fired all at once. So your agent will receive 100 webhooks, and basically if you initiate 100 calls instantly, you will get blocked by Twilio, and definitely this is not something that you would wish for. So as a recommended way of doing this, just add a wait delay between each webhook sending. We recommend at least 6-7 seconds delay. You can increase it, but don't go lower than 6 seconds between each call. Now we can go and search for sleep. Delays the execution. This is what we need. Select sleep. The number of seconds for which the scenario execution will be suspended. We want 6 at least. Let's go with 7 for this example. And save and continue with the last step of this automation. HTTP request. HTTP, select make a request. This will send the data to your CallFluent agent. For the URL that we need to put in here, let's go to your CallFluent agent, go to API Informs, Webhook tab, and this is the endpoint we need. Copy the URL simply by clicking on this icon, go back to make.com, paste the URL here. Method, we want to post the information. Headers and query string, no need to do anything in here. Body type, select application, this one, and in the fields, we will map all the required fields. So click on fields. The key is the actual custom field name that we will need to map. Phone number, you can copy it and paste it here in the key. And the value, we want to get the value from the file directly as we have it there. So I select column C, phone. So the phone number will be mapped to the value I have in the file. Let's add all the other items. As I said, we also want the first name, last name, building address and asking price, name, copy it and paste it. We say this is the first name. Another field, we take the last name, copy it in here, and in the value, click on last name from the file. We add another one. We have the building address, copy it, paste it here. The value is column D, building address. Add item. The last one, we want also the asking price. Paste it here. This is the name used in CallFluent and the value, asking price. Boom. That's it. And now let's continue. One thing I'd like to also mention here, for the phone numbers to be in the correct format, I recommend that you add also the country code in front of all the phone numbers. For example, if these numbers are all from the US, I will have to add the country code in front just to be sure that the automation works. After I have all the country codes inserted in here, I can save this and we can do a test right now and see how it goes. Click on the save icon here and also let's click on run once. So the first record is being pulled. Now the delay step for the wait of 7 seconds. And now I'm getting a call from the agent. Let's hear it. Yeah,
Hey, this is Amy with Diamond Real Estate. How's it going?
I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I saw your property at 1247 Maple Avenue, Miami, Florida, listed for around $485,000. Just wanted to check real quick. Is it still up for sale?
Yes, it's up for sale, but where do you have my number from?
I appreciate you confirming that. We gather contact info from property listings to reach out to owners like yourself. The reason I'm calling is that we help owners handle the entire selling process. Would you be open to hearing how we could assist you?
Yeah, but make it quick, please.
Absolutely. We simplify selling by providing a free market analysis, connecting you with serious buyers, and managing the process. This way, you focus on the outcome, not the hassle. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sounds good, but keep me in touch. I will have to go right now, okay?
No problem at all. How about we set up a quick follow-up for later? What day works best for you?
Can we do it on Tuesday afternoon?
Tuesday afternoon works great. How about I call you around 3 p.m.? Does that sound good?
2 p.m. for me is better.
Got it. I'll call you on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, okay. Bye-bye for now. Thank you very much. Bye.
You're welcome. Have a great day and talk soon.
Yeah, so that's it. Now you know how to make the outbound calls automation via Google Sheets, so your agent will call all the leads for you. I like to show you a tip. If you go here back into your CallFluent dashboard in call history, you will see the calls made by the agent. This particular call was made when we tested the agent, so you can see here exactly the full text transcript of the call, how it went when we booked the meeting for 3 p.m. and I said 2 p.m. is better. And now we have two tabs in here, the transcript and data. If we click on the data tab, you will see the call summary made automatically by the agent and also the custom fields and the data that was available for this particular phone call for your agent. So it has the name and the first and the last name. It had the building address and the asking price, all the custom fields that we defined when we set up this automation. So this is a really cool way of checking exactly each call, how it went, and what information was available during that call. Cheers.
Hey, Adrian, how are you? This is Elliot Holmes. I am one of your newer members. I purchased CallFluent this week, I believe Tuesday or Wednesday, and I have spent 2 days building out my AI agent, which is called Link. I watched the videos on YouTube. I watched the videos in the tutorials, and but I need to go back through them. And part of my dilemma is uh, I'm building out an AI agent for some software, SaaS, that I will be introducing in the next 60 days to the real estate niche, the real estate market. So I believe that what I will be launching will pair extremely well with CallFluent. I think it's going to be excellent. Um, so I wish I had additional money. I would go ahead and buy the white label right now, but I don't. So that's that on that piece. Um, some feedback in your tutorials. I think that it would be a good move if you had uh, PDFs that's already uploaded into the system. You know, uh, so don't get me wrong. Videos are A1, the first option. Okay, but because of the nature of what we have here, is that we're looking at the video and then we're trying to implement what we've learned. Where if I had a PDF, a lot of that stuff which you show us in the video, I could cut and paste and then make my edits within the system or, within the system or cut and paste the text to another document and make my edits that way. Then copy and paste that into the system. Okay, so that's a suggestion. Uh, the uh, the agent that I've made so far has only been one. It's an inbound agent called Link, and it's based on the software that I'm going to be launching. I mentioned that earlier. Okay, so another recommendation is we talked about the tutorials, we talked about the PDF. I want to mention that your the inbound widget, okay, the website widget. Let me see here. Okay, so I embedded this on a property site. So there are two things. One, the color. I hope that you come out with upgrade or not upgrade, but um, addition to where we can adjust the color and adjust the wording in the button. So I could then match the color to the branding on the on the agent's website or a customer's website. Okay, that's number one. Two, it would be excellent if the widget, if the HTML could be added to the header or a footer. Therefore, the button can be on the bottom left or the bottom right, and it can pop up right when the page is loaded and be above the fold. Okay, so that suggestion would be there. Now, here's the call widget that I use right now, and works really well. So that's that one. So we talked about the HTML, embed, the color. Oh, earlier I tried to test out my agent here, and I was able to it did call me online, or I was able to hear it through my desktop. But when I responded through my microphone, the agent could not hear me and continued to say, "Are you there? Are you there?" Which I love. So my microphone was on just as it is now, but the system could not hear me. So I don't know if that was something, a technology issue, a bug, or if it was something on my end. So wanted to bring that to your attention. So, but overall, man, I like it. I think that once I get more familiar with how to instruct my agent pertaining to the knowledge base and how to respond pertaining to the answers, that would be excellent, because right now it gives 95% right answers, but the responses are short, and it needs to go into more detail without me asking to give me more detail. All right, Adrian, I'm sure that's enough, man. Almost 7 minutes, 6.5 minutes. All right, brother, you take care. Enjoy your Sunday. Talk to you later.
Here is a real example.
Hello, this is Nick from CallFluent AI. How can I assist you today?
Hi, Nick. It's Mike here. I'm interested in learning more about what you offer.
Absolutely, Mike. CallFluent AI is an AI-powered phone calling service that handles all your inbound and outbound calls with a human-like touch. We're here to help streamline your business communications.
That sounds fascinating. Could we schedule a full demo for tomorrow at 2 p.m.?
Certainly. I've scheduled a demo for you tomorrow at 2 p.m. You'll receive a confirmation email shortly. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
No, that's all for now. Thanks for your help.
My pleasure, Mike. Looking forward to speaking with you again. Have a great day.
Imagine having an AI-powered voice agent that can handle customer calls 24/7, respond instantly, schedule appointments, and even close sales, all without human intervention. That's exactly what CallFluent AI brings to the table. With advanced AI voice technology, multilingual support, and seamless automation, CallFluent AI transforms the way businesses manage calls. Whether you're handling customer support, sales, or lead generation, this tool ensures zero missed calls and maximum efficiency. To begin, the first thing you'll need to do after logging in is create a new workspace. You can do this by selecting Add New Workspace, and you can name it something like Sales Department. Let's go ahead and create the first workspace. After setting up your workspace, the next step is to integrate your Twilio account by pasting your SID and authentication token, then clicking Save. This will sync all your numbers and settings with CallFluent AI. You can connect multiple numbers, but keep in mind that each agent can only be assigned one number. If you don't yet have a Twilio account, don't worry. You can sign up for a free trial to test things out. Additionally, they've added an integration with ElevenLabs. If you want to clone your voice or add different accents to your agents, you can easily use your API key to do so. If you don't have an account, there's an option to sign up for a new one right here. Lastly, you can invite team members into your workspace. Depending on your license, you'll have access to multiple workspaces, so you can manage several departments. Once everything is set up, your workspace will be good to go. Next, let's navigate to the Agent section. When starting out, you likely won't have any agents, so simply click the blue plus button to add a new one. You'll have two options: create an outbound agent, which will handle making calls, or an inbound agent responsible for answering calls. These agents can handle multiple calls simultaneously with no wait time. The setup for both inbound and outbound agents is equally simple. Thanks to CallFluent AI, you don't need any coding skills. Let's go through the process of setting up an agent. First, you'll need to choose an agent avatar. Upload a photo and name the agent, then select a language. CallFluent AI supports over 30 languages, including popular ones like Spanish, French, German. Next, the AI provides default voices like friendly male, professional male, and gentle female. And if you've linked your ElevenLabs account, you can add custom voices or accents, and even clone your own voice. For now, I'll stick with the professional male voice. Now, let's assign a phone number and set a welcome message. This message will be the first thing the agent says when a call is answered. You can toggle this on or off depending on the agent's role. For inbound agents, it's recommended to have the welcome message on so the agent can introduce themselves at the start of the call. You can also toggle call recordings and activate anti-fraud protection. This feature blocks certain numbers, such as shared costs, premium, or unknown numbers. The voicemail detection option can be enabled, so the agent can either leave a message or hang up if it detects voicemail. The next step is to configure the agent's behavior. You can select the type of agent, such as sales representative or support agent, and customize its personality. For this agent, I'll choose sales representative and conversational for a friendly, informal tone. The agent's goal is to connect with the caller and guide them to understanding how CallFluent AI can help their business. For this, the background section will define the agent's knowledge base and expertise level. Next, in the instructions field, you'll give the agent specific behavioral guidelines. For example, instructing the agent to keep answers short, conversational, and friendly. You can also add rules for language style, such as not sounding like an AI model or using SEO-like content. You can also integrate a knowledge base with information about your product, services, and FAQs. Additionally, you can add a sales script to guide the agent through the conversation flow. This script could be for sales, support, or any other type of interaction. Once everything is configured, simply hit submit. That's it. Setting up your agent took just a few minutes without needing to write any code. Now, you have two options. You can embed this agent as a widget on your website or use a webhook to automatically initiate calls to leads. For advanced users, the webhook allows you to send lead data, name, phone number, email, and have the agent start the conversation. Next, I want to show you some of the powerful automation features available during the call. You can automate actions like sending emails, forwarding calls, and sending text messages. For instance, if a caller requests a demo, you can automatically send them an email with the booking link. You can create multiple actions like these, customizing them based on specific conditions during the call. Once your automations are set up, it's easy to test the system. Here's a real demo.
Hey, this is Adrian from CallFluent AI. How can I help you today?
Hey, this is John. I stumbled upon your website, and I'm interested in how this can benefit my business.
Hey, John. Great to have you here. Tell me a bit about your business so I can share how CallFluent AI can help you handle your phone calls more efficiently.
Yeah, you see, I run a busy barber shop, and most of the times I'm facing the problems of answering all my calls.
Running a barbershop can get pretty busy, huh? Handling all those calls must be tough. CallFluent AI can help manage your calls efficiently and ensure you never miss an appointment again.
Yeah, what about calling people that have, appointments?
With CallFluent AI, you can automate appointment reminders and confirmations, making it easy to reach out to customers and reduce no-shows. It streamlines the scheduling process for your barbershop.
Okay, that sounds great, but can you tell me more about CallFluent AI and its features?
Absolutely. CallFluent AI offers 24/7 customer engagement, human-like interactions, intelligent response capabilities, automated scheduling, and data-driven insights. It's like having a virtual assistant for your barbershop.
That sounds exactly what I need. How do I get started?
To get started with CallFluent AI, just scroll down our website, callfluent.com, check out the pricing table, click Buy Now, and follow the simple sign-up process. It's easy and hassle-free.
Yeah, that sounds really simple to get started, but before I do that, can we schedule a demo?
Sure, I can definitely help schedule a demo for you. I've also sent you an email with more information. Let's get that demo set up for you.
CallFluent AI is capable of transferring calls, and once set up with a valid phone number, it would seamlessly transfer to the sales team. After your agent is set up, you can view your call history, listen to recordings, and download transcripts and audio files. That's the CallFluent AI demo. This platform is suitable for a wide range of industries, from real estate to restaurants, salons, and even large sales teams.
Hey, this is Adrian, the founder behind CallFluent AI, and in this quick demo, I will walk you through the 3 simple steps to get your AI phone calling and answering agents up and running in just minutes. So step number 1, you create your agent by clicking on the plus sign. You just select the agent type to make or receive calls. Just give it a name and select a hyper-realistic voice from many of the voices that we provide over here. You choose the phone number you want to link it to your agent. In step number 2, you customize it to fit your brand, so make it sales or a support agent type, or even in lead engagement. You can select the tone from professional to conversational, humorous, and many more. Let's go with conversational. You set your agent's main goal, okay, and then you set your background of expertise of the agent, and then you prompt in your special instructions, behavior, how to behave, how to interact with the customers. And also we provide you a phone call script to dictate the flow of the conversation, so you have more granular control over where the discussion is heading and where it's supposed to always end up in. And once you're done, you just hit save and close. And step number 3, you simply just copy paste a single line of code on your website or use your webhook to send data to, and you go live. Activate your agents and watch it handle calls, book appointments, and close deals automatically on your behalf. And you're done basically in under 60 seconds. Now let's test it out together, shall we? And just hit call me now. There we go, we're getting the call. This is live.
Hi there. Thanks for calling Bright Smile Dental. This is Lisa. I'd be happy to help. May I have your name, please?
Yes, hey, this is Adrian.
Great to meet you, Adrian. What service would you be interested in today?
Yeah, I'd be interested to book an appointment for teeth whitening.
Thanks for that, Adrian. Let's see what we have available. We have openings tomorrow at 9 a.m. or next Wednesday at 2 p.m.
Tomorrow or 9 a.m. would be great.
Perfect. Please allow me a few moments to schedule that for you. Are you there?
Yes, I'm still here.
I appreciate your patience, Adrian. Finalizing your appointment now. Perfect. I've booked you for teeth whitening tomorrow at 9 a.m. with Dr. Smith. You'll receive a confirmation by text or email.
Okay, that was actually amazing. Thank you so much for all the help.
You're very welcome, Adrian. I'm glad I could assist you.
How amazing was that? It just took me 60 seconds to configure my own scheduling appointment setter, just plug and play technology.